What do you think about distributism and the so-called third way between socialism and capitalism?
Okay, this distributivism or distributism is the best known advocates would be Hilaire Belloc and G.K. Chesterton, probably, and then you've got socialism, collective ownership of all, collective ownership or control of the means of production, and then capitalism, which is the free market, private enterprise. And Chesterton argued for sort of this idyllic, every man has 3 acres and a cow, you know, and you've got this sort of agrarian, idyllic state that is neither capitalist and individualistic and socialist and collectivist. It's more agrarian. The problem with it is that everything comes down to how you get there. If you're talking about what will it look like in the golden age of the millennium, right before the Lord comes again, when every man is under his own fig tree and that sort of thing, I don't have any problem with that kind of model sketched as that kind of eschatological goal, as long as it doesn't leave the city out. Because from Genesis to Revelation, we begin with a garden and we end with a garden city. So there has to be some sort of progression from one to the other. The other problem, so the problem with this is, how do we get there? If you could wave a magic wand over society and all of a sudden every man in America had 3 acres and a cow, it wouldn't be but 3 weeks before one man down the road had 3 acres and 9 cows, and 2 guys up the road who had sold theirs for some beer money were crying in what was left of their beer at the tavern. What do you do to make people behave? All right. So the issue in my mind is not what does the ideal outcome look like. There, I don't have any quarrel with Chesterton. How could you quarrel with Chesterton? The issue is what you're willing to coerce people to do right now. If somebody is obeying the law, not disobeying God's law, and is getting wealthy, on what basis can I take that away from him? On what basis can I forcibly reallocate the resources? So the thing I would want to hear from the socialists have an enforcement mechanism. The capitalists have an enforcement mechanism, which is butt out. You know, as long as it's not fraud or theft or whatever, butt out. But how do you just wave your hands over something and get everybody 3 acres and a cow?